Yeah, and the one thing, this Composure team, very last minute. I think they formed their team yesterday or the day before. So, you know, very little practice, I'm assuming, very little, you know, teamwork unless it's natural chemistry. So
well, it's good to see that that's what their team name is, and we're going to kick this one off with Eden Strongholds because that's what Quintessential Flow could have used last game, was a little bit more composure in order to win that series. So let's see if Composure stays up to their name right now, and we are hopping on board with Hypotonic, which is he's making his way towards Red Nest right here, and I'm not really sure what happened with the overshield, but it looks like they are going to be able to capture Catwalk. Prototype's going to make his way with the rockets towards Red Nest, but it looks like they have 2 strongholds right now, which is going to give them points, and Prototype does have the rockets, but they don't have quite all of the map control that they need right now.
Should be able to pick up a kill here. I don't know about dropping down right there. I feel like he could have been capping
that was a mistake.
Nest.
He definitely did not mean to drop right there. It looks like the other team is going to spawn on top of Blue Plat, which is what you want to have happen here because they don't have Blue Bend. They're going to be forced to either go Catwalk or Blue Bend. And it looks like California Love is going to end up scoring right here. The score is 8-2 with control. Prototype used all of those rockets very wisely right there. Nice job using the pillar right there to stay alive. And it looks like he's going to make his way into Blue Base right there and watch as they spawn in the tower and make their way towards the Catwalk.
Yeah, and just to recognize these players should be spawning in the tower.
Yeah, no doubt about it. They're going to make their way towards Catwalk.
And
that was a bad play right there.
Yeah.
That was definitely a bad play. There's no reason to push on that Catwalk, guys. Obviously, he got them weak and things like that, but they're going to be able to push out now, and you didn't have to necessarily go and play so aggressive.
He was never going to be able to cap that Catwalk.
No doubt about it. No doubt about it. He wasn't capping that. I would have waited for them to push out. If the thing is if he didn't go there, they wouldn't have known that he was there. They saw the stronghold being captured, and that's why they went in there. So Renegade going to go on to Straight Sick right there, but Straight Sick takes him out with the SMG right there, and it looks like Commonly going to try to capture this Red Nest. Hypnotonic.
Struggling with the Hypotonic.
Yeah, right? Is it Hypotonic?
Hypotonic.
All right, Hypotonic there with some nice shots holding him off. Is he going to be able to stop the Red Nest charge? It looks like they will be. I don't know if they're going to be able to get the reset on this, though. This will be a huge reset. Straight Sick right there with the nice shots right there because rockets are coming up. Overshield's coming up as well, though, so whoever can control Red Nest will get that overshield. Camo coming up as well.
Cyber is going to get that overshield, though.
Cyber, huge OS there at 951. And, hey, 20-15 right now. Composure doing a pretty nice job.
Eats that rocket, but his overshield was still recharging.
That's huge.
So it really didn't take much damage
Now, the question is where's the camo guy, Wade? Let's scroll through and see who picked up the camo, because if the blue team picked up the camo, that would have been huge. I'm going to guess the red team probably picked it up, or it hasn't been grabbed yet. I don't know. We'll see, but Cyber has the rockets making his way towards Red Nest. Let's see if he will be able to stop the Red Nest charge. The rocket misses. He's going to hop in. He's going to show where he is. Nice rocket through the window right there on Commonly. The good play right there. Commonly is trying to stop the Catwalk push. And Frosty kind of caught in no man's land right there. And look at these guys. Composure off with the 28-19 lead right here. And some really good shots coming out from Cyber. Really good positioning as well. Will Renegade be able to capture this Catwalk? He has help right now. And 2 players there end up stopping it, but that's okay. He doesn't have to challenge that. And really smart play coming out from Cyber.
Yeah, good job by Prototype up there, using the pillar to dodge some of those shots.
Right? Twice now, but you know, Composure 36-19. No power weapons coming up in the recent future here. Commonly on Blue Bridge. Let's see what California Love's going to do to try to take back over map control here. It looks like they're going to try to push out towards Blue Bend. Nice double kill there by Hypotonic.
You know, waited for them to get weak.
Rifle too.
Yeah, absolutely. But picking up those 2 easy weak players after his teammate did the bait and switch with him.
No doubt about it. So it looks like they're going to be spawning here inside security, going to watch the Catwalk here, and you see how he doesn't challenge here.
Blue control.
You see how Prototype would have challenged that right there. Went in towards Catwalk.
He does need to keep an eye on his alley, though.
No doubt about it. But look, that's the play right there that Prototype should have made. Prototype does get the kill right there, but 48-19 right
absolutely. Now. They do finally have control back, and they are going to be scoring. And it does look like they should have some blue control. Rockets are coming up. I don't know if anybody's in position to grab those.
And the overshield is coming up as well. Yeah, so this is huge timing right now.
Cyber's coming out here. He may end up. He might. He took a
nade.
He does
Prototype
die.
with the cleanup. So that's a pretty big kill right there from Prototype. He picks up the double. Looks like they're going to get control. That's really bad right now for Composure. Let's see if they can try to get the camo or something like
rockets
that.
And the overshield.
Yeah, they got rockets and overshield. If they don't get this camo, that would be really, really bad for them. And a triple cap coming out of the side of California Love. Stray 6 overshield did get burned, though. He's completely out of overshield, and Renegade gets the kill on Prototype, commonly taking out Gunplex right there. So it's now, after that rocket kill, a 2-on-3. Possible ninja coming out from Renegade. He doesn't get it. Another great up-close melee from...
wins that with the SMG. Can he get a second one? He does. He does go down, but his teammate there.
That's huge, though. Capping, that's huge. It
out.
stops the bleeding for a little bit. Now the Rocket guy's in the middle of the map. Let's see if Cyber can take him out. He's going to go for the catwalk. That nade hits. I don't know if he's going to continue to challenge that. The Rocket guy probably going to shoot a random rocket anytime soon. There's the rocket right there from Frosty. He survives it. The rocket could have been a little bit further.
Oh, he almost got the assassination. That would have been a big play, actually.
That would have been huge. But look at how fast with the triple cap that California Love is coming back. They now have the lead.
53 to 19?
It was 49. Yeah, it was 49 to 19. Triple cap right now, coming out of side of California Love. Will they be able to hold this right now? Because it looks like the rest of Composure is trapped outside.
And it's all about this blue control now. Being able to sit up in that blue catwalk, control the spawns with that anchor. You can defend against blue bend and catwalk so easily from that position.
They just need one right now. Looks like they... Are they going to get it? No, they didn't. Yes, they did. Okay. I thought that straight stick went down right there. So they're going to have maybe 1 or 2 good pushes from here. They're also going to have another round of chance to get power weapons. If they can get the camo or the overshield, that'd be huge right there. Nice reset from Commonly. It's 2-on-2 right now. Let's go and switch it over to one of the alive players right now and see what Straight Stick is doing. Straight Stick trying to take out the guy Red Nest on Hypotonic, and it doesn't look like he's going to, so he's going to go for Blue Bend instead to try to counteract that.
Rockets are coming up right now, so we'll see what type of pushes both these teams put out. Overshield should be up shortly after these rockets. So
yep, it looks like Prototypes is going to try to make his way over towards that Overshield. Hypotonic, though, is waiting on it.
Yeah.
So let's see what time that Overshield was. It looks like it's a little bit later than normal, 45. Okay, so this is the huge key play right here. Let's stay on the Overshield guy and see what he can do because...
See if those rockets were out anywhere, but...
There it is right there. All right, so he's going to make his way towards Blue Bend. You can assume right now that California Love's going to have camo. Straight Stick contesting this. Renegade with the rockets is a huge play right now. Whoever can get this Blue Bend is going to make their way towards the catwalk and possibly go for the triple cap right here. Let's see if they end up opting for that or just staying with Red Nest and Blue.
They should be spawning in security or in tower. Is it security or tower?
Both.
It changes.
Some people call it lobby. It all really changes.
Yeah.
So security typically is on the sides of it,
and on Empire,
inside the tower as well as it can be called a lot of different things. I personally just like call security the sides, and then the lobby or tower. So it doesn't really matter. Whatever I hear my teammate call it first, I'll just copy what he said.
I always called it tower generally, but I can't remember what the game actually called it.
I don't go on based on what the game is saying. Like, that's red yard. No one's going to call this low catwalk. Like, what is it? Red nest. Oh, they got one right. Congratulations. But it looks like great control coming out of the side of California Love right here. I don't know if they're going to be able to come back here. The time has to happen now. It has to happen for Composure. Are they going to be able to take this catwalk?
Have the double cap.
That's a late camo. That's a very late camo. They could be able to utilize this camo.
If they can get that. Oh, no. Are they going to be able to get it in time? They did get it in time.
The Red Nest guy has to die.
They do have an opportunity right here. And they have a triple cap. So even if they lose one, they are in a decent position now.
Right. With rockets coming up in 15 seconds. So this is huge. Like I said, you can come back even if the other team has 98 or 99. It's not like Slayer where if you die, it's over for you. And that's a huge contest on Red Nest. They still have the triple cap going. Prototype's taken out in catwalk, and that's 3 dead right now.
And they're
going to
have the rockets, and not only that, but they have the overshield time, so they should be able to get this overshield. Should be coming to 45, so we'll see who's in position.
And his camo's just about to wear out. He gets in towards catwalk right now. Let's see if where the enemy team is spawning. Looks like Commonly's trying to take Blue Bend. He's hiding behind the pillar. Really nice nade right there. Commonly takes down half his shields. 91 to 98 right now with the triple cap. Let's see if Cyber can get that overshield. He knows the overshield up. Does he know it's up? He doesn't know it's up.
Through the intensity, they might have forgotten about it.
He may have forgot that overshield's up. The overshield is still up.
They need to reset one of these. If they can reset one of these, they should win the game. Do they win anyway?
Dude, there it is.
They win. Wow.
California Love dropping their first game of the tournament.
That was so close because both the catwalk and the Red Nest were like so close to being red cap. So had they been red capped, it would have been a game.
Huge. That was huge. That was resets right there.
Half a second.
I can't believe. And you know what? Let's go into the Y mode there. Let's go see if the overshield was up the entire time. It was. The overshield was still up. So Straight Stick in Red Nest could have looked for that overshield. Could have possibly went and got that. Looking at the kills, it looks like Renegade going huge with 21. Cyber with 16. Straight Stick has 19 kills. Commonly 14. Frosty the Truth 7. Prototype 19.
Pretty even on kills across the board. Trying to do a little bit of mental math, and I think actually California Love did outslay just by 1 or 2, but basically even. So a huge game right there. I think it'd be so much momentum. What were they down? Like 80 something or 90 to like 60.
I lost track.
I think it was to like 60 or 50. They
lost track.
Huge comeback.
I honestly, the way that game was going, I didn't think that they were going to be able to pull that one out. I really didn't. But you know what was huge, Wade? The late camo. The late camo won them that game.
Not
they
only
had
just
camo
getting
at 430.
but winning that battle and keeping the camo.
Right, right. And keeping that camo and then getting that triple cap right there for the first time in the game. What a better time to triple cap.
Absolutely.
Right at the end of the game.
It also gave them the overshield and the rockets on that one play.
Right, right.
So.
Well, let's see. Let's see how Composure continues this momentum.
Yeah,
and let's see.
I mean, that's a big momentum builder.
If California Love can now come back after their first loss of the tournament,
and not just momentum builder for them, but like a little demoralizing where you're up so many points and then you lose in the last seconds to what you would consider a team that you should be beating
in the semifinals.
Yeah,
This isn't the finals.
Yeah, the winners bracket final.
This is the semifinals. So we're not even talking. Is this the best team? We don't know yet. It remains to be seen. So I'm really excited to see how this one goes on. It's Slayer on the rig right now, and it looks like Camo ends up getting burned. Commonly picks up Camo.
Straight Stick has the sniper as well. So both power weapons. Obviously, the sniper going in the hands of
and something to keep in mind.
In
my opinion, I think that Red does have a little bit of an advantage when it comes to the opening spawns here. So it's a little unfortunate for Composure that they are the blue team, but.
And great combo right here, having the camo and the scatter shot.
They came back last time.
I feel like he maybe should have had the scatter shot out.
He shouldn't have been out in the open right there, to be honest.
That too.
That was a really great charge coming out of the side of Composure. I'm really impressed that they immediately went and set 2 guys mid-bridge and top E side, and now it's 4-4, even though that they didn't have camo, even though that they didn't have sniper, even though they had the blue spawn.
Yeah, and they didn't have the BR-based side of the map either.
So now 6-5. Let's see if they keep trading kills or if some sort of setup gets set up here. Because typically what happens here, if you get the snipe set up, what you want to do is you want to keep the snipe on that bunker side. We have a scatter shot guy that is going to try to take out Frosty. The second scatter shot misses.
I like the decision to stay alive there.
I do like that as well. But here's the thing. The sniper guy is huge right now. Let's go on board with Cyber. Let's see what he can do. Because he got that guy that got picked off, and then there was another guy rail side. So if he can just choke these bunker spawns, it's going to put California Love at a really bad position. They haven't been in this position the entire tournament, so they don't have some sort of strategy yet to come back and try to take this map over. They're going to have to figure this out as it's going on. They're going to say, hey, guys, are we going to go barrel side? Are we going to go east side? We don't know yet. So
the only game they've ever played from behind really was the CTF on Coliseum, and it's just one flag, and that's totally different. Or the one on Truth also.
Nasty no scope, and all 4 dead right there for California Love.
Truth's face is gone,
and Frosty was trying to crouch right there in the trenches.
They're trying to be a little sneaky, but missing a couple shots.
Oh, nice. That's a big kill though. That's a big kill because Camo's coming up really soon. It looks like this guy's trapped in white corner. Is Prototype going to be able to get out of here and get towards the trenches? But who's going towards the camo? Looks like it was picked up at 9:45. I don't know who got it and if he's still alive or not. Let's see. We're running through the players. Let's go. I think there he is right now. Hypotonic.
With the storm rifle, so very powerful.
But he has a huge flank as well. Nobody on the red team knows that he's coming. Nobody on California Love knows that he's behind them right now. They have no idea at all. This is a really good push.
They do now.
I would switch to my storm rifle and go for the guy behind me instead of going and fighting these guys. But hey, I'm not playing right now. So let's see what happens. He ends up taking that guy out. Probably called out the barrels guy, which is what you want to do. Say, hey, I saw this guy on radar. He's coming barrel side. I'm coming to help you, and still waiting on sniper right now with this camo. There's that guy right there. There's the guy that he left.
And he got it.
And he ended up getting him. And that guy spawned his teammates towards the barrel side. Ooh, huge kill right there by Straight Stick, taking out the camo guy. Let's see if this guy can get sniper rifle. I don't know.
Cyber's trying to find it, but
21-13. Looks like Prototype fell off the map. That's a bad time to fall off the map, especially in a game so close.
Up. Yeah, I'm curious where he fell off at. Probably down in the sewer, I guess.
So now Hypotonic has the sniper rifle, 21-14 lead. He picks up the BR as well, making his way towards the bunker right now. He's going to try to pick off someone at snipe side. Doesn't see anyone over there yet. Let's see if he can try to look towards maybe basement window here or get a different angle here because he's not seeing any players. And this has been his popular spot to snipe from the entire game. So if I was him, I would probably move towards top rail.
Don't go for that.
Yeah, I wouldn't go for that. But see, that's the thing is if you sniped in one spot already, it's important to kind of switch it up. I know that's the safest spot to snipe, but against a pro team, it's nice to always give some sort of variety. Maybe go top rail or maybe even get aggressive with the sniper at this point. It's 25-19. I don't know if they're going to be able to weather this storm now that they're losing the lead and didn't get that big of a lead when they had the setup. It's important when you get a setup to constantly push on these kills, and Camo's coming up soon. This is a bad time to die.
No, it really is. The one thing there, I don't know, I feel like Hypotonic's kind of been a game changer for them so far. You know, he had that great flake with the camo. Picks end up getting the sniper. Wasn't able to do anything there.
And then he ends up killing the camo guy right there. Huge
but even last game was able to do some stuff. So I really like the play out of Hypotonic right now in this series.
No doubt about it. They're giving these
guys.
guys.
I thought Cyber had that fight right there.
These guys are giving these guys a run for their money right now. California Love has their backs against the wall. They were not expecting this intense of a match in the semifinals. You can tell. You can totally tell that Composure is here to play. They're taking this very seriously. They want to take these guys down. They want to make a name for themselves. 1,000 people watching right now, and you know this is going on the Team Beyond forums if these guys drop these games.
So absolutely.
No doubt about it. This is a really good chance for the team of the team of Composure right now to go out there, beat some well-established pros who, you know, an X Game gold medalist. You can take down an X Game gold medalist in the semifinals of a local, not the finals, but the semifinals. I know it's not anyone's full squad, but hey, it's nobody's full squad here.
No, exactly. Like I said, you know, this team, for this Composure team, they've been together just a couple of days. So,
30 to 29.
They're showing, they're a very close game, but they are showing some immediate chemistry and teamwork and everything. So.
Yep. I mean, to come back like they did in the first game and to still continue to put the pressure on right now.
Big double kill right there for Commonly. Can he get a triple? Is Hypotonic going to challenge that? But it does back down eventually, but trying to stay alive here is kind of trapped in the bottom of the basement, but his teammate Gunplex does come over and help. We haven't got to watch Gunplex much. I'd like to stick on with him for a little bit.
This is definitely going to be one of those really close games. You know, I've been saying it since the beginning. It was a close game, even when it was, you know, 20-something. Even when it was a 6-kill lead. These guys are not just trading kills, but they're trading positioning on the map as well. So it's going to come down to whoever can get that clutch camo, whoever can not fall off the map, because Prototype's now fallen off the map twice. So you got to stop. You got to stop the bad plays, stop the mistakes.
And the camo should be up at any moment.
I think it came up at 42, so let's pay attention to when that comes up. There it is, 42. So let's see who ends up going for it. Looks like it's going to be Commonly, which is a smart play. I wouldn't give it to Prototype because he's falling off the map constantly. But this is a nice little...
Ooh, I thought he almost fell off.
But he almost went into that nice little sneaky ledge. Yeah. So there's a little ledge there that not a lot of people know about. Oh, this would be a huge kill if he can pick up the camo guy. No, he can't, but it's a nice trade. Gunplex
1v1 on the camo, that's a win.
No doubt about it.
That's a win.
No doubt about it. That's a really good trade right there. It wasn't necessarily a trade for trading kills. Yes, and scattershot.
Yeah, interesting where they're going with it. Do they not have BR control? Or, like, why is he here?
Well, he's just looking for picks right now.
He is getting a flank and stuff, but with the sniper.
Well, it's a 3-kill lead right now, and like I was saying, sometimes you got to switch it up. Sometimes it's too obvious just to go back to bunker, and you'll see a team like takes down his teammate Shields right there, but sometimes you'll see a team like CLG just charge with snipe. It's because other teams aren't expecting it. The basic strategy is set up at bunker, but if that's what everyone does, everyone's going to know how to counter that. No one knows how to counter when you start charging
to break setups when you're predictable.
No doubt about it.
A good spot right there on for Hypotonic on the player down in the bottom junction. And Renegade does pick up that kill on Prototype.
Wow, it's a 6-kill lead right now.
These pros have their back.
I don't know. These pros have their backs against the wall right now. California Love is biting off maybe more than they can chew right here against Composure. And
you know, these guys, maybe they didn't practice all. Maybe they're just like, oh, we're the pros. We got this coming in.
Well, here's the thing, Wade, is everybody's practicing right now. As much as you think they
are. But practicing together. Maybe they didn't.
They're not practicing together, but it doesn't matter. These guys are storied names.
That's true.
These are supposed to be some of the best players in the world, not just in California. These are some of the best players in the world, possibly going down 2-0 right now at a local tournament in the semifinals. It's scary to think about.
Yeah, we're a 6-kill lead now. Trying to see, do we have any? Cyber does have a scatter shot and sniper, so potentially going to be able to make some plays and finish or close out the game here.
Well, here's the thing right now. His teammates are dying all around, but Gunplex picks up a huge double. And here's the thing. I was just about to say, I wouldn't die back there with the weapons. What I would do in that situation is try to bring the weapons towards, like, open. Oh, no, Renegade just fell off the map. He pulled a Prototype. Got to be very careful in this situation. You do not want to just fall off the map and give up any kills.
Great kill out of Gunplex.
Gunplex got one back, but it could be 48 to 42 right now. No doubt about it. This guy's. I would be shocked if this guy lived right now after getting that beatdown. Oh, a huge plasma caster kill right there. Frosted Truth ends up going down to Hypotonic. And it looks like they're going to go and converge on Commonly. Can Commonly get out of this?
No way.
Commonly gets out. He has huge help right there.
49
to 44, 50 to 44. Holy cow.
2 games now.
2 games.
That is a 2-0 lead for Composure.
Wow, that is intense right there.
These guys, I don't think I think it's safe to say we didn't make a prediction,
No one
but I think it's
expected.
safe to say that we did not predict this.
No one expected that at all. No one expected that. 1,000%. No one. I was definitely thinking it was going to be a 3-0. Taking a look at the kills right there,
Yeah.
Straight Sick with 17,
So
Commonly
big
with
game
12,
from him.
Prototype with 12. And here's the thing. Prototype fell off the map 2 times.
Yeah,
It should be
that
50 to
changes a
46.
lot. It changed the momentum so much.
It's so important not to just give up random deaths like that. You're literally doing nothing when you fall off the map. So to do it once is okay, but to do it again, that's very questionable. But the thing is these guys are caught off guard right now. When you're caught off guard like that, when people are putting that much pressure on you, it's very, very hard to perform because you're just thinking it's a local tournament. I'm going to come in here and whoop some serious butt. We're the best. Got it. Oh, wait, we're down 2-0. Now we're going to see a gut check right here. We're going to see if California Love can go and put these guys,
put them away.
Put them away.
And advance to the grand final.
And say, hey, we're the pros. But these guys seem like they're fighting for more. It seems like they want to make a name for themselves and take this tournament.
They absolutely do. And that's what's great about local tournaments, grassroots tournaments, is that it's the opportune moment for you to really do that, to establish yourself. If you win this tournament, it doesn't mean that, CLG is going to come pick you up. That's not what it means. But it does mean that you're proving who you are and what you're capable of, and it is going to open doors for you.
No doubt about it. I mean,
it doesn't mean you're on a pro team, but it does
huge for
open doors.
AM players everywhere because it's just like you were talking about, giving that great analogy about Epsilon coming over and taking a game from CLG and then pushing,
the other games
pushing the other
really
games,
hard.
to taking down Triggers Pound, going and beating these teams that they shouldn't have beat, quote unquote, and they knew it all along that they had what it takes. It's so important not to fall into the trap of believing what other people say about you and just believing in yourself. And that's what's so great about Halo, and that's what's so great about esports. And I'm glad that we have a series on our hands, even though it's 2-0. I highly doubt that California Love is just going to fall over and get 3-0'd here. I'm definitely expecting some sort of a dogfight coming up here, and I'm really stoked for these next couple games.
Yeah, it does look like it's going to be Truth capture the flag next for, if I'm correct.
If it is CTF Truth, then I would have to give the advantage over to California Love because we did see a really strong performance out of them before. I want to keep an eye on Straight Sick.
They did have the slow start, though, against...
They did. They went down 1-0 against Quintessential
off
Flow.
Willis 6 big play.
Right. Willis Sick constantly going huge towards the camo. And I want to see if Composure watched what they were doing in the beginning of that game because, like I said, it's really key watching and scouting at the tournament people's beginning strats and to see if you can pick up on the smallest thing just by knowing that someone's going to go grab the BR and go top center. Now you can kill that guy and make it a 3-on-4. Or hey, this guy goes right for camo. I'm going to throw a nade, kill that guy. Boom, now I got camo.
Yeah, and I think the biggest difference between what Composure's been able to do and some of these other teams that have tried to take down California Love so far, at least, is that they've really, what I mentioned, limited the power up and control of California Love. We've seen Hypotonic, we've seen Cyber with those rockets, with those snipers a lot, and then we've seen them have the overshield a bunch on that Empire game, and then they had camo quite a few times on that Rig Slayer. So I think that really that's the big difference between what Quintessential Flow and Composure have been able to do against California Love is just
and remember we
controlling
talked about
those power weapons. And
not just controlling the weapons, but remember we talked about so many of the turning points, shout out to Ninja, so many of those little turning points in the game, and we're seeing now the mistakes that Quintessential Flow was making. Composure is keeping their composure and not making those same mistakes. They're doing what you're talking about, eliminating those power weapons, controlling those weapons, but when it comes to clutching it, they're definitely pulling it off. Not getting that kill on Commonly at the end could have freaked people out.
And then Gunplex made that smart play. He didn't rush in to try and finish that off when he's top tower. Waited, picked up the kill with the Storm Rifle on Frosty and stayed alive for quite a while.
Exactly. When you're talking about a 50 to 46 game, it's the smallest of things. Think about it, right? It's 49 to 46, right? Yeah, I kill you, you don't kill me. Instead of you having 50, now we have 47.
Switch, yeah.
Every kill, every 1v1, every battle that you don't challenge or that you do challenge, it's pretty much double.
It's essentially worth 2. So
you can get away with it in the objective games because there is an objective to work with, and we're going to see a lot more sacrificing, a lot more fast-paced action, people pulling flags, less camping than we did last game. But I'm really excited for this series. I hope
was
you
surprised
guys are
actually.
too.
That game ended up throughout. It was pretty fast paced.
Yeah. It never slowed down.
Yeah, that's what, like
for
you see
right
that sometimes. Yeah, right in the beginning. But you see that sometimes with the Slayers, like we talked about. That once you get towards that 50 kill mark, it really starts to slow down. That one never did, and I kind of credit Composure to that a little bit, and keeping the momentum going a little bit and pushing the pace when they have the tempo and the momentum and everything.
And guys, we're gonna hop into Game 3 right here. It's California Love down 0-2. And let's see who are we going to hop on board with here. Let's hop on board with Straight Sick. He went huge in the previous CTF Truth game in the series before against Quintessential Flow.
Him and Commonly. We did see Prototype and Frosty did struggle a little bit on that.
So let's hop on board with Straight Sick, see what he can do. I want to hop on board just to start with him, but I want to start giving some more love to the blue team eventually. I think that everybody knows how the pro players are going to play. So it looks like Straight Sick's going to push P3 here right in the beginning of the game, and it seems like he's really pumped up. You can just tell in his map movement that he's pissed.
He's 4 down, I believe, and the camo control. He's going to be immediately trying to pull this flag.
So they're going to spawn car bubble. They're definitely going to be spawning car bubble here. It's really
they spawned on the base.
Yep, they got split spawns.
That's a big spawn for them.
That's really good. That's really good. They weren't expecting that.
Is that 4 down?
No, that's 3 down. They were not expecting that spawn. They were expecting the bubble spawn just like we were.
Yeah.
But it's really important to communicate. If you are the guy watching the bubble spawn, you say, "Hey, they're not spawning bubble. Shoot, they're spawning under their base."
Yeah, what might have happened is whoever was car 2 at the time, maybe naded the bubble and forced the spawn to be somewhere else.
Yeah, that could have happened as well. We didn't have eyes on what happened, but still 0-0. Commonly looks like he's pulling the flag here, and he's always a nuisance at the base, but huge shots by Renegade to take him out right there, and they're just going to leave the flag. They're not that worried about it. Gunplex with some really nice shots as well, and that looks like 2 or 3 down now. I wonder if he saw that guy on radar. He did, I think, but Prototype looks like he's going to be taken down. Is that a cap? That is a cap. Only a minute into the game.
I really like the play out of Gunplex right there.
Leave that guy. Help with the flag.
Yeah,
for sure.
well, no, but not even just that, but pushing into the base, just seeing an opponent on your radar in your own base when you're trying to stop a flag run.
Oh,
it's super distracting.
Well, it's also demoralizing because you're down 2-0 in the series, and I really like this play right there. Use the plasma caster, huge play right there from Gunplex. Let's see if he can do anything. Yeah, Storm. Let's see if he can do anything. Wow, who was trying to kill that guy? That took so long. I don't know, but that took way too long. Look, that's Commonly. He gets the triple kill. That was huge triple kill. I think he was trying to kill someone else, so that's my fault for criticizing him right there. But I was expecting that guy to be taken down way sooner right there, and it's 1-1 now, tied up right now. California Love is getting back into the game. I can hear the intensity picking up behind me.
Yeah, they're stepping it up now. They don't, especially after going down that first cap so early, staring a 3-0 defeat in the face, they're going to step this up. They're going to be here playing to win. It is not going to be easy for Composure, despite being up 2-0 in the series.
Oh, no doubt about it. If you think that it's going to get any easier at this point, that's the opposite of what's going to happen. These guys are going to pick up the intensity. They're going to try even harder, and that's something that you got to keep in mind if you're Composure, is that it's...
And this is going to be 2-1 now.
2-1, very fast-paced game.
2 quick caps.
Let's check out the kills really quick. Let's see what's going on in the kill feed. And it looks like Prototype right now with 7 kills, so let's hop on board with Prototype. And Prototype looks like he's at his own base right now trying to defend while Cyber is pushing in. And a good job not challenging there, but great teamwork out of the side of Composure. 3 dead, last guy's under the base.
They should be running this. Oh.
And great job by Straight Sick right there to stay alive. We'll be able to pick up 2. He only picks up 1. They're spawning in bubble.
Yep. They do have the run going pink side.
Nice shots by Prototype. Let's see if he can get the
alive. It may allow for this run to happen, but I don't think he's going to be able to.
Ooh, nice ground pound by Cyber. Let's see if he can do anything on Prototype. Huge kill. Nice teamwork right there coming out of the side of
Not able to finish that run off, though. Gunplex is going to get swarmed here with the triple kill. So that is 3 dead. Hypotonic, last guy alive. He's
really nice play out of Straight Sick right there.
Kind of reset the map a little bit.
Yep. Nice play out of everybody, really. I really like that play to just slow it down.
Yeah, even for Composure.
Yeah,
I thought
about it.
A decent run. It didn't work out, but a great time to pull. They got the 3 down and then immediately started to try and pull.
No doubt about it. All right, let's hop on board with Commonly. We haven't been on much board with him. And it looks like he's pushing in car side. He gets the kill pink 3 and sees 2 people on top of the base. He's going to back off because he knows he's going to die if he challenges that. But at least the last 2 people are weak at the base. 1 charged out. He's got noob combo. Gets a nice kill on the nade. They spawn bubble. Looks like someone should be pushing in pink for the flag right now. They're taking a little long to pull this. Commonly's been distracting for at least the last 15 seconds. Wait, something to keep in mind right here, even though Commonly's on this side of the map, camo is coming up. So I don't know what's going on the pink side of the map, but it looks like Prototype is in position to try to get this camo. And let's see if he ends up dropping.
That is a big kill on Cyber right there.
That's a huge kill. They're going to be spawning car now and probably charging top car. Let's see if he's aware of that or the fact that camo's coming up. I'm curious to see.
Plasma caster.
So I don't know who's whiffs on the shots on the plasma caster. I probably would have made a move on the camo here, and I don't know if anyone is.
Yeah, I'm trying to take a look to see if anybody is moving towards it, has any
Really
eyes
nice
on it or
thrust right
anything.
there by Prototype. Let's see if they can do anything with this camo. Commonly, do they know that the camo's up?
Did anybody get it?
I don't know. I think the flag's just sitting P1.
Trying to look.
And
I can't see anything about where that camo is, but it is so essentially just kind of like it must have got burned or something.
yeah, they
right?
must have. I don't know. Unless it could be up here. You
They
can always
are-
check why. You can always.
Oh yeah, go out of it. But this third from final flag is kind of about to go in, so let's stay on and watch that.
Are they going to be able to get the return? I don't know. Prototype with a
that
nice
is two
double.
dead. Is that 3 dead now? Is there a player underneath there recovering?
Oh, it's the
Hypotonic
camo
does
guy.
have the camo.
Nice
they
return.
do get the return. Prototype does get 1 kill, but
that's where the
Hypotonic
camo
got
guy
it.
was. See, the
Yeah.
thing is they had control. Prototype had an. Oh, someone's glitched in the map there. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Commonly.
Dude, where is he?
Commonly stuck in the map.
Are they gonna?
I think we're going to have to get a restart here, guys. We got to end the game.
Yeah. Okay. They did end the game. They are gonna be
Okay.
restarting it.
All right. Yeah, so sorry about that, guys. It looks like I've never seen that before.
I've never actually. How does that happen?
I don't
I
know,
wanna
but
know.
commonly got stuck underneath the map. Thanks, 343. But I've never
fun.
seen anything like that happen before. That's like some beta stuff. But hopefully we can send this glitch over to their team and they end up getting that fixed. So we'll save that gameplay, and hopefully that never happens again. But I think we're going to get a clean restart. Is that the rules there on that?
I got to talk to the guy running the tournament right now. I don't know what rules that he decided to go with it for
All right.
today.
Well, it should definitely either
hopefully
be
we-
a clean restart
Production
or
can give us
2-1.
yeah. My guess is they're probably going to do a 2-1 restart is my guess.
Okay.
But I don't know for sure. Very interesting. I've never seen that before.
Yeah,
Stay with us, guys. We are going to be going back into that game 3. This is the winners bracket final between Composure.
Oh, it's winner bracket finals.
Winners bracket final.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Winners bracket final. So both these teams guarantee top 3. Winner will be guaranteed top 2. Composure up 2-0 in the series right now. Here at the Astro Spartans Enter the Arena LAN at Esports Arena here in Southern California. We're in Santa Ana. Thank you guys for tuning in, everyone that's here. Once we get to the grand final, going to be doing a giveaway for an Astro A40 TR edition. So thank you again to Astro Gaming for sponsoring this event, as well as Team Beyond for helping out in the promotion and everything for that.
Yeah, and big thanks to you guys watching.
Thank you to you for
Yes.
coming out here
Yeah,
and
of course,
casting and everything.
Anytime. But seriously, thank you guys for watching. We're at 1,200 viewers right now. Anything you can do to, further support the stream, tweet it out, put it on Facebook, whatever you can do, is much appreciated. And of course, like Wade said, there is a giveaway at the end of the tournament at the grand finals. So we're gonna get a restart on this game 3 here.
Yeah, it looks like they're still trying to figure out exactly what they're doing and how they're dealing with that on the stage. I don't know. Is there someone over there that can that is back there? All right, so it does sound like we are clean resetting. So it is
And I
going to be
agree
a
with that.
0-0.
I think that, as much as I hate when it happens to me when I'm playing,
Yeah, like when you're
I
leading
hate
or
it, and I'm like, well, we were up 2-1. I think that it's safer to say that restarting the map is the best
It's more
because
fair. Just
you
don't know what would happen.
You don't know
Yeah.
what would happen. It's they had camo. Who knows what was going on at the end? Like, did he? I'm sure he didn't get in under the map on purpose. So it's
I don't
it's
think
really
you're
unfortunate.
gaining an advantage from being in a spot you can't move.
No doubt about it. But in a situation like that, just in case, I think it's best to restart just because you never know what's going to happen right in the beginning of the game. So
Yeah. While they're getting going in that, why don't you pull up the bracket and see if we can, any of those loser bracket matches, what's been happening. Does look like Not Trippin', who we saw did defeat Era earlier 2-0. MOB and Communist Power Rangers are playing right now, as well as Stray and Not Trippin'.
I'm really curious to see how these losers round 3 matches
the
go, guys. I'm going to
quintessential
post
flow.
the bracket for you
once
in the
again.
chat right now, so you guys can take a look at that. And we have the losers bracket going on behind us. That is best of 3, and I'm really excited to see how. I think it's going to probably be Quintessential Flow versus Not Trippin' or Straya. I think Quintessential Flow really looked well. I'd be surprised if they lost to Communist Power Rangers. Maybe that's because I haven't seen them play yet.
Yeah, we haven't seen a lot of the teams. The only team in the bottoms that we've seen, the bottom bracket so far, is Quintessential Flow and Not Trippin'.
Right. And
that's
I was
left in the
impressed with the
bracket.
flow, though. I
No,
was impressed
absolutely.
with the flow for sure. So I would really like to see a Quintessential Flow maybe Straya or not tripping match in that losers bracket round 4, and whatever the losers finals are going to be,
it's going to be
that's going to be
match.
almost just as intense as the grand finals.
It might be California Love in that losers final.
You never know.
I mean,
you never know.
They are down 2-0 in the series. Kind of fortunate almost for Composure right there. They were down in the game. They're kind of the one getting the benefit in this case, doing the clean restart and everything. But like you said, it is probably fair. Just start fresh rather than deal with this, 1-2 and then ending the game early.
Yeah,
anything like that.
And no matter what, as long as it's the rules and the rules stay consistent throughout the entire time, that's what the HCS rules, I believe, are. So it's nice to stay consistent with those. And, hey, we get more gameplay.
Hey,
so,
there we go.
From a player's perspective, it does stink for California Love. They're pros. They've been through it before. We've had things like this happen before, so I'm not too surprised. But now let's see how the beginning strat changes, because
coming over here.
Now Strasic, instead of immediately getting to P3 like last game, he's got shots being laid on him, and he doesn't charge right out the window.
Cyber tried to he knew he was going to die, tried to burn it, but Strasic is going to get that camo. Does look like
Renegade
with double kill with the sword.
Wow, and they take out the camo guy.
Dead.
That's huge. That's huge right now.
And he's immediately running with the sword.
Oh, but Prototype with the huge double kill.
Oh, yeah.
Does he pick up the triple?
No, didn't get the triple.
He doesn't. But Hammy looks like he's there. Oh,
got the
misses
shield back.
Wow.
Hammy's going to go down.
What a huge play by Gunplex right there, taking down Commonly. Commonly looked like he had him when he was
still alive.
shields.
He may go down here. He does.
Wow.
That is going to be, I believe, like basically a map reset. Renegade trying to stay alive in pink 2 and just keep the map control.
So Renegade holding down pink control is going to push in towards the base because he had a guy right next to him, but I don't know if that was the best play.
Had it not been for Prototype there, that would have been a cap.
1,000%.
Running the flag with sword after a 3 down, no
doubt about it. He picked up 2 kills, took the other guy to no shields. That's not what you want to have happen. If you are Composure, you want to try to find that last guy faster than that and take him down. Renegade with a huge job picking up that double. They just didn't know Prototype was pink.
Was up in pink too, yeah.
So very smart play to Prototype to slow it down in that instance. Looks like Strasic has the sword.
A very long 1v1 going on right here.
It is,
from
right?
bottom mid to bottom.
I'm surprised he hasn't been shot yet.
Neither of them have been shot by anybody else.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, that was a very interesting fight.
Everyone always interferes in my fights like that. It's like, I just want the straight up man-to-man 1v1. And it looks like both players are spawning in bubble right now. And Composure is on their heels right now. It's a really
Frosty
strong
with a great flank on those players spawning in bubble. It does get more shots on Renegade. I like that. He backed up onto car 2, trying to allow them to spawn bubble still.
Exactly.
As they're running the flag.
Oh, stuck across the map. They're really nice shots right there. And nice little sneaky spot from Hammy.
And a double kill. And that is a cap now. So California Love going up 1-0 in this game.
And you can see that the flow of this game completely different than the flow from the previous game. The other game was a lot of back and forth. This game pretty one-sided in the side of California Love.
At the very beginning, though, I mean, Composure did have that great 3 down.
They did. Prototype clutched it. No doubt about it.
No, and he did clutch it, yeah.
He definitely clutched it. But as you can see,
Gunplex challenging a little long right there, but Cyber going to try and come in and...
The rate... I'm saying this, it's because of the rate at the way that they're dying. They're dying so much faster. This is a much more fast pace than the previous game right here. It looks like the restart actually did favor California Love, as weird as that sounds, even though they were up 2-1 in that game. But it looks like this is just going to give them more momentum, more time to warm up their shots, get more fired up, and now it's a 2-0 lead.
And the third flag's already out. Cyber and Gunplex top mid. Gunplex gets done and taken down. So does Cyber, so that should be no. The flag did get killed by a death grenade. But,
yeah, let's see if they can take Commonly. That's a nice toss. You see how he died and he tossed that super far right there, right at the end. Frosty is spotted. Is he going to be able to get this in? Wow, and he does. And so that's a quick swift 3-0.
Yeah, so the one thing you're talking about, they're benefiting from the restart. Composure was up 2-0 in the series. They're in the game 3. They're only down 1 flag. I feel like momentum is still in their favor. Once you get that reset, it wipes it completely. Now California Love comes into this game with no moment, like neither team having momentum. They come out, they win this in a 3-0, really quick 3-0. And, that could change the entire course of the series and everything.
Yeah,
no doubt about it. From Straight Sick.
Oh, and we got a gooser. Cyber with the goose egg. Oh,
no way. How long was that game?
I don't know, but not long enough for Cyber to get a kill.
Let's not talk about that.
Yeah. Sorry, Cyber. No one knew until then, but I'm going to let everybody know. And
it's funny because Cyber's been playing great so far.
He's been playing great, but sometimes the reset really throws people off mentally. Sometimes the intensity stops, and you're like, crap, we're up 2-0 and things start setting in, and you're like, oh man.
Or like while you're trying to find out what the ruling is, how it's going to work, you just kind of like you lose your mental focus and you get cold a little bit.
Yep.
And it just it, like you said, throws you off.
Yeah, and like I said, they're picking up the momentum now. California Love it's not going to get any easier for Composure.
No, absolutely not.
It's only going to get hard. They have to realize that. They can't say, "Hey guys, we're up 2-0, it's over." It's not. It's a 3. You have to win 3 games. It's just beginning. These guys aren't going to just give in that easily. They want to win. They don't want to lose. There's money up for grabs here. There's much more than just money up for grabs too. These guys want to win.
For the pro,
for sure.
For the pros and for the amateurs, there's pride involved for the amateurs, but it's also a proving ground for them.
No doubt about it. No doubt about it. So I wouldn't doubt if this one went to a Game 5. Once it gets to a Game 5, California Love obviously has the momentum because they won both of the games recently. If they do win this next game, we're only going to Game 4 right now. But I'm predicting a game. I'm predicting a Game 5.
Yeah,
and I think that if it does go to Game 5, California Love is probably going to take it. But I was wrong when the series started.
True. My prediction, I also think it'll go to Game 5. But my prediction is that whoever gets that first really map control or power up control, I don't know what the map is. Hopefully, maybe production can let us know if they can see.
Yeah.
I don't know if they can or not.
I wouldn't doubt if it was like Eden Slayer or Regret Slayer. I don't think it'd be.
Yeah, I think maybe it's Regret. Oh. Game 5 is not Strongholds Empire.
What's Game 4 then?
Game 4 is going to be Strongholds Game Empire.
Okay. All right. So we have Strongholds Empire is Game 4. Now this is a good game to kind of bounce back off that Truth game. I think that they showed really strong gameplay in the Strongholds before that. Will they be able to keep it up?
Yeah, they had a great comeback on Eden. It'll be interesting to see how well they do at controlling the turbine. That's going to be the key in this game. Control the turbine, which lets you control the pit.
Right.
And this first overshield is going to be huge.
It's huge. Whoever is controlling the overshield here is going to win the game 1,000%. Typically, the strategy is you want to try to control outside and force them to spawn inside tower. And then you want to get the scatter shot and try to get that out of the tower and try to get that more towards the pit or charging the base. Now, something to keep in mind, commonly anchored a lot in Empire. Is he going to continue to anchor here? Do they know he's going to anchor? Do they know the 2 spots that he hides?
Were they watching earlier?
Were they watching? I don't know.
Anchors in BR
if they were watching,
then
they're going to get a little bit of intel onto what's going on. I know people in the chat are going to make fun of me and say that it's silly. I don't think it's silly. I think it's really important to know what people are doing at the actual tournament. They're not going to be hiding their strategies here. They're going to be giving them away.
Factor in this.
1,000%.
Composure has a little bit of benefit there. If they weren't busy playing, I don't know if they got to see it or not, but the fact that on California Level was on stage, they were streamed. Composure may have gotten to see that.
Yeah, 1,000%. All right, so we're hopping into Game 4 right now. California Love, the team of pro players, is down right now 2-1 against Composure.
That's Gunplex, that's Hypotonic, Renegade, or Godly. I don't know how most people know him.
And then Cyber.
And then Cyber.
Right. So all solid players here trying to make a name for themselves. If they take this game, they are going to move on to the grand finals. Loser moves down to the losers bracket finals, which is still being played out. The rest of the losers bracket is going on right now. And let's hop on board with Cyber.
Okay, let's see if he can start off this game with a couple of kills.
Yeah, for sure.
Eliminate the game knows.
Oh, geez, you can already see it right there. I mean, that's just a rough play to start. Fortunately, nobody died right there, but he literally could have just killed himself and 2 teammates. Yeah. He doesn't throw any frag grenades down towards the pit. All he did was cap the base. In my opinion, that's a really awful beginning start for Cyber. That's not what you want to have happen.
Does have the overshield. They do have pit control. So they're going to start scoring early here. Prototype missed the Spartan charge, and the ground pound got missed as well. So, yeah, definitely not a great start right here. Commonly should go down to Gunplex. Yes, he does. So Hypotonic and Gunplex pick up that kill on Commonly.
And now they're triple capped right there in the start. I can't emphasize enough. Just like you said, the overshield is so big. Nades his teammate right in the beginning. Takes himself
Both
to no shields.
Yeah, neither
2
can
people
do
no shields
going into that.
It's 4-on-2 at that point.
Yeah, everybody knows.
Everybody knows from playing this game type on Arena Breakout how frustrating it is when your first 2 teammates die. You're pretty much screwed at that point. So really hard to come back right now from a team that is super pissed off because they don't want to lose, and then you're going to give them parts of the map. You're just going to give them overshield. You're just going to give them full control. You're shooting yourself in the foot Plexico Burris style.
So see, they did make that great comeback on Eden. So definitely they have the ability to come back on this. It is going to determine or be based just entirely on that overshield, how well they can control that, if they can win the battles in the lead up to those overshields.
Yeah.
And then in turn, how well they can control Turbine.
But let's see if Composure can do what their team name says and just keep it cool here, because it's, you know, you can either make fun of your teammate that got 0 kills and be like, oh man, it's a struggle fest, or you can bring your teammate up and you can work together as four, as you should, and so show how strong you are and show how much this means to you.
I think they may get the cap.
And they do get the pit. That's big. That's big.
And
That's
I like
really
the way
great teamwork
Hypotonic
right
immediately coming back to try and anchor this. His teammates did spawn there, I think largely because he started to come back.
Leg, foot, it's all the same thing, guys. Don't worry about it. I'm a Giants fan. I know where he shot himself. So, yeah, it's 2-on-2 right now. Who's going to end up getting that overshield? Renegade with a sick triple. Straight sick with a triple of his own. And it looks like Straight Sick's going to pick it up and possibly get the overkill right there.
Yeah, last player.
That's huge.
Did he get the overkill?
Yeah, I think he did get the overkill. Straight Sick with 8 kills right now. He's in the pit right now with overshield. Ends up capturing the pit. That's still a triple cap right now. And it looks like California Love
left. He should be able to get this kill right here.
Yeah,
he does.
This game's all California Love right now. It's going to be so hard to come back after not getting that overshield. 1,000% they have to get this next overshield. I highly doubt they're going to be able to get any type of cap without that right here, because Prototype playing it perfectly, going into red base, charging that, looking for the spawns, probably calling out to his teammate right now that I'm watching window, you guys watch everything else. And that's okay, though. That's a good charge because they're still controlling the map right now.
Yeah, and one of the things about that's different about this compared to Eden, on Eden, there's a little bit of hidden information on those overshields, on the camos. You don't always know when it's up.
Exactly.
On Empire, both teams always know when it's up.
1,000%.
So they're not always going to, even if they win one, it's going to help, but it's not going to change the game, where on Eden, really winning an overshield when the other opponent doesn't know the time can win a game.
Right. And you can just see how big the momentum has shifted now in California Love. These last 2 games are completely different than the first 2 games and the reset game that we saw that happened on Truth. And it looks like a brand new team right now. California Love is putting it all together right now as a team. The callouts are coming together. The shots are coming together.
Another trip cap, I believe. Yeah,
and it's virtually over unless they get this next overshield. 1,000%.
Look at it. Straight Six staying alive, making Gunplex work for this kill, and Gunplex not even going to be able to take him out.
Smart play.
They do end
Smart
up
play by
eventually.
Gunplex right there. You know, that staying alive is what you have to do. Like I said, overshield's coming up. Can't emphasize that enough. You have to stay alive. Nobody can die during that time. Frosty definitely got seen on radar. Oh, no. Who didn't see him right there? That's Renegade. Didn't see that guy on radar. He gets some help right there from Gunplex. It's a huge play by Gunplex. Looks like Straight Sick, who picked up the overshield last time, is going to get it again. He had the perfect timing on there, and it's 91 to 10 right now.
Yeah, we saw Hypotonic drop on it, try and get the timing and swipe it out from underneath Straight Stick, but not able to. And that is going to be game most likely. I don't see them coming back at this point. I don't think they're taking a point now. Yeah, no, there's the triple cap. So that is going to be game number 4. It is going to be 2-2 going into a game number 5. It looks like Slayer on Regret is going to be our game 5.
That's what I was predicting, yeah.
We haven't seen Regret yet today, so it'll be interesting to see how they fare on this. A much faster game type, I think, than Rig or Coliseum, or what else have we seen Slayer on?
We've seen Slayer on pretty much everything so far, yeah, besides Regret. And this is going to be a really interesting game because, again, it comes down to the beginning. You have to get that overshield. You have to have really good beginning strats right here. Renegade with 11 kills. The rest of his team only having 5. Straight Sick with 14. Frosty with 7. Commonly with 11. Yeah, Prototype with 8.
Really complete domination in that game.
Really,
I mean, much different game, like you said, than really games 1 through 3, honestly. Even though they won the second Truth one.
Yep.
The Truth one was pretty dominant as well, too.
And the momentum heavily in California Love's favor. At this point right now, I would try to take a bathroom break or something if I was on Composure. I would go and splash some water on my face or something like that and just try to refresh here, reset what's going on, regain their team name, Composure, and go out there and play like you did the first 2 games. Because it's not like they were playing bad the last 2 games. It's just that
they weren't winning those key moments that you're talking about.
They didn't realize how tough the next couple games were going to be. Well, it's not going to be easy taking these guys down. It's going to get harder. So,
and especially, I mean, for California Love, it was put up or shut up time. You know, if you lose 3-0 at this local where you were supposed to just like walk through it, No, I mean that's going to look bad on you. So it is time for them. Their pride's on the line, and obviously they're competitive. They want to win, not just for the prize money or anything, but just because they want to win also.
Well, my question is this going to be a continuation series if these teams meet up again?
Yes and no. It'll be a continuation in the fact that the winning team will have a 1-game advantage in a best-of-5.
Okay. So we're going to kick this one off with Hypotonic. It looks like all 4 players for the blue team are going to make their way towards Overshield, and it does end up getting burned, I believe.
Yeah, is anybody over here for the fuel rod? It does look like Cyber had it. Commonly took him out. He's going to push over and grab that fuel rod.
It's a really big kill right there.
Yeah,
it's 3-1 with control.
Yeah.
3-1 with control, knowing that the other team is spawning at their base right now. Let's see if Commonly can do something with the fuel rod. I'm really glad we're on board with him right now because he is the key player right now for this California Love squad.
Great shots there to pick up the kill on Cyber and staying alive, getting his shield back, and they're going to try and push on the spawners here in blue.
Yeah, so instead of going top center with this, he still knows that they're spawning, so he's going to end up flanking right here, which is a really smart play. He's going to get the kill and still have 5 shots left. So
tries to stay alive or throw it down onto the floor, but not able to.
That's the thing, though. He left 5 shots in that. So let's see if this guy – nope, he ends up being taken down. And that's the key spot to be, in my opinion, is the fuel rod car side. If you can get top car, the very tip-top car, car 3, and then just go back and forth, jumping back and forth.
So much presence over. Anybody trying to push top mid from their base,
right?
Trying to push from their base to top car.
And your radar, too.
Yeah.
Your radar's covering everything down below you. So 10-6 right now. It's not out of control yet. Composure can still come back. 10-7 right now. So the way that I see they're moving around the map, the way that they're shooting and helping each other, completely different than the last 2 games. They're definitely stepping up their just overall map movement and mechanics.
Absolutely.
Definitely Hypotonic's impression right now.
Hypotonic and Gunplex.
10-11, very close game. And this is what I wanted to see the last 2 games look like. California Love really took it up to a next level, and I wanted to see these guys respond, and it looks like they have now. So 13-11, Overshield coming up in about 15 seconds.
Cyber needs to stay alive top mid. It does get taken down. There is a fuel rod down right there. Interesting that there's still some fuel rod shots on the map while the next one's about to be coming up.
Right.
That fuel rod going to be spawning right now.
Really nice shots
the
from
Overshield, Overshield coming up at 52 or 53.
So this is the key. This is the key Overshield right here. This is the swing Overshield. Huge nade. Whoever threw that nade.
Cyber going to be able. Renegade's going to be coming down here. He does great
nice fuel rod.
Who got the Overshield?
Looks like Prototype does. Get it. So here what you want to do is you want to try to get the combo immediately, or you want to try to get your fuel rod guy to try to shoot this guy once or twice and take down his Overshield. You can definitely counter it, but this is smart by Prototype to kind of go towards where the P-shot is. I'm not sure if it is on the map or not, but I would not be charging into red base here. I would be getting top center control.
Yeah, especially right through that
there goes his entire Overshield.
And taken down. Great shots at a Gunplex with the perfect on Prototype at the same time. And a really good flank from Cyber right here.
Cyber had to get that kill.
That was a great was shot.
That was a really great last shot. You know, Straight Sick, who's been on fire this entire tournament there. You know, you could easily get distracted by the name and miss some shots, but instead he just kept his composure, hit the shots, nice kill, and now they have the lead, 21-20. So wow, very aggressive play right here. I don't know about dropping on that. He's definitely.
I don't know. I'm not a huge fan. I like having car control.
Oh, no.
And what is, I mean
he's doing a good job distracting, no doubt about it.
Renegade, 2 kills with the fuel rod. Doesn't have any shots left.
There goes Cyber. Cyber gets taken out right there. So let's see if Cyber can, you know, even though he distracted for a while, let's see if he can call out where they spawned. Frosty got taken out by Hypotonic, who's the guy that he called out. Now, Renegade, this is a huge fight right here. Straight Sick versus Renegade. Ooh, Straight Sick takes him down. Let's see if he can get cleaned up, though. The call-outs, where are they coming from? And he stays under the base. Close call.
Yeah, the interesting thing, when that player dropped on Frosty the Truth down at Needler, Frosty the Truth's not doing anything. That's kind of what we talked about earlier, how you want to be imposing yourself on the game in some way.
And getting in, gathering information.
When he's down.
Wow, 28-24 right there. Sorry to interrupt you.
Yeah,
that was just huge things going on right there. We missed a couple of kills. But yeah, I agree exactly what you're saying. He's not getting enough influence on the map. He's not covering enough ground.
Frosty was when he's down there, and so there's no reason to drop on him.
There is no reason to drop on him at all. But
great noob combo right there. The teamwork.
Wow.
Is Cyber gonna be able to pick up this?
I would just charge this guy. Charge this guy immediately. Don't let him stay there.
You got to go quickly. You got to help your teammate.
Ooh, look out for that.
But Hypotonic did well right there. Frosty is camping down here bottom mid.
I like that he left that guy. Overshield's coming up soon. Let's see what happens. This Overshield's huge.
I'm trying to watch this.
Wow.
Who's got it?
They got it. Oh, did he burn it? No, he got it. Wow, okay, so that Overshield got picked up at around 42.
Took down the fuel rod. So they now have they're down 5, but they do have fuel rod and Overshield.
And map control. So that's huge right now.
It looks like the Overshield is gone.
Oh, those shots were looking kind of shaky, but he ends up getting the kill anyway.
Good play on Gunplex taking down the rest of the Overshield.
Yep.
So just the fuel rod left over. I think commonly has that. Yeah, he does. I'm surprised that didn't
This
kill him.
game is extremely close. I am shocked right now that he's playing so slow with the fuel rod. Let's see what happens. He ends up taking down Gunplex. Is he going to get the rest of the kills on Renegade? Backs off right there, leaves him for Frosty. But on the other side of the map, Cyber getting a kill on Prototype.
Yeah, they do have top car control, so that is important right there. Composure, that is. They do have a 4-kill lead going into these last 15 kills. You know,
I like that play. You know, he was shooting the guy top P, laid down shots, ends up getting the guy weak, and dies of the fuel rod, but he didn't know that guy was there. So Cyber, who wasn't playing too well the last 2 games, has really stepped it up in this last game. And I'd have to say that if he was playing this way the other 2 games, it would have been a lot different.
Absolutely. And throughout the history of Halo, people have always said Slayer's a game to 40 almost.
Oh, commonly gets taken down right there.
And
Renegade, it's a 6-kill lead.
They are the first team to 40. It does put a lot of pressure onto California Love because they can't afford to trade kills anymore. They have to be winning these 1v1s, going 2 for 1, going 3 for 2 to claw that back. Even a 3 for 2 is probably not good enough at this point. It's just a little too slow.
No doubt about it. And the thing is this guy has a splinter grenade right now. I would really nice shots right there.
I did not think you should challenge that, but that was great shots right there. Oh, no way he's going to challenge that. Okay.
If he won that, I would have been like, dude. No, but seriously, that is a really clutch kill. It's especially important to get the map control when the weapons are coming
and they
up.
have the fuel rod.
They got.
He should be able to,
don't die. Okay, that would have been really bad. That would have been really bad.
And he's staying alive right here.
It's not over yet.
No,
it's not over yet. The overshield is still coming up. Huge kill right there, 47 to 37.
Hypotonic is here for it, though. If he grabs this, that should be game. They have a 9-kill lead. They have the overshield. They do have the California Love pressed into the red base, and they can't push out because they can't afford to dive.
No doubt about it.
He is trying to sneak top mid. Can he do anything?
48 to 38 right now. These guys have their backs against the wall. They're just trying to bust out the assault
charged.
rifle.
We can't leave.
And that's it.
Mode.
Charge because we can't lose. 50 to 39.
And that is an upset. That is Composure in a game 5 pressure situation back against the wall. They take that series 3-2 against our pro squad.
What's our script say? It says they're going to go down 2-0, and then it's going to be 2-0, and then game 5 and super intense. Yeah, I mean,
right.
Seriously, that was really, really intense. I am shocked that California Love couldn't pull it out.
Plaza, like you said, first time we've seen this today, so it'll be fun to watch that.
It's always interesting to me to see who's. Ooh, we saw a little bit of a. I'd love to go back to Straight Six point of view right there. I think we saw a new nade coming out of Straight Six to blow the railgun to himself right there.
Oh, the plasma one.
Yeah.
All right.
So that was a nice play coming out of Straight Six. I almost want to rewind that and see how he did that if we could. That'd be great.
Should I?
Yeah, let's do it.
All
right.
All right.
We're gonna kick it off because we got a new nade trick coming out of Straight Six right here.
How do I?
We're gonna go like this and then.
Taking over. You driving now?
All right, guys, we're backing it up because we saw something really sick right here that we're going to have to see. We're going to be a little bit...
I got it. All right.
We're going to be a little bit behind, but Straight Sick is blowing our minds here with this nade trick. So let's get a hold of this nade trick here coming out of Straight Six.
All right, pay attention, everybody.
So he's going to go over towards the railgun and throw a simple nade right there. But wait. Does he catch it through the window?
No, it landed up on the window. But,
yeah,
but still.
Dude, that's nice. All right, I like it.
And
I haven't seen that one before.
Kill.
Call me a noob, but that was a really nice play coming out of Straight Sick. I really liked it. He's going to contest bottom middle here. Cool. Has the railgun.
Surprising that that's not something that you see more often on this game type. Or maybe you do, but I haven't really seen that.
Yeah, I really like that play coming out of Straight Sick right here. But we're going to hop on board with Hypotonic, who we did interview earlier.
I don't know whose point that was. It was Hypotonic's capture point. So had he won that 1v1, he likely would have been able to get that bottom mid hill, but California Love is going to be scoring first. Good shots from Renegade right there, being able to take out Straight Sick, but they do need to...
In my opinion, Blue Team definitely has the advantage here because they can get the camo faster. So the fact that they do have the lead right now isn't that surprising. It's a little bit more surprising that Straight Sick didn't stay alive with that railgun as long as I typically see him. He's a very strong slayer with the power weapon, so I was expecting a little bit longer for him to stay alive. Hypotonic right there getting the cleanup kill on Prototype, which is pretty big, and they do have two strongholds contested right now, so
but it does look like the bottom mid hill is going to switch over.
Good. So this is good for Composure right now because they do have
Nest is the two that you want to hold on this map.
1000%. Yeah. So if you're new to Halo 5, the way that strongholds works is you have to control 2 out of the 3 strongholds in order to be scoring points. Now, if you control all 3, you're going to be scoring even faster. first to 100 wins, and it looks like Commonly is going to try to go for bottom mid, but the other team is in the hill, in the strongholds as well, which is contesting.
Let's take a big nade. Is Gunplex going to be able to come take him out of this hill?
Wow,
he does.
huge
He pushes him out, resets it, and then Cyber being able to pick up the kill on Commonly.
And this is it's so big, Wade, to come out so strong against such good players.
Especially after being cold. They haven't played. Maybe they've been warming up, but they haven't been playing tournament matches.
The communication. You have to warm up the communication. It's so important to warm up in these tournament games, and they're coming in cold and still doing really well right in the beginning of the game. So I'm surprised to see Renegade not contest that all the way. He was going to die anyway. Straight Sick ends up getting the kill, and now that is all 3 strongholds capped for the side of California Love. Composure's going to have to take over yard here, reset, get control, stop the bleeding, and try to pick off this guy with the railgun.
Yeah, but even just getting that early pressure and scoring those 24 points, so much different than being down 63-0 like we saw last time on Eden, I believe it was.
Yep.
For them. So, no, that was actually Straya, who is down 63-0 on Empire.
But that just goes to show you can still come back.
Yeah, you can always come back, but having that extra little cushion, having those 24 points already, because despite losing that the total control, they're only down 3 points right now.
Yeah, it's definitely something that you can come back from. I definitely think that you want to try to get control of top middle here and push in through instead of going through blue ramp and things like that. I think a lot of people try to come over towards the hotel side too much, and they need to be going loop a lot more.
Is looking for that camo. He did grab it, it looks like.
Wow, 3 people in bottom mid.
Is he going to be able to get a
triple kill? He has the flank on all of them.
Easy.
Wow,
no,
4 people in bottom mid
2,
right there. Okay, so it seems like their strategy was instead of go get nest control, which I typically like to do, and I like to come from maybe the loop side, their strategy was send all 4 bottom mid, then get control of bottom mid, then make your way towards nest, which seems like it's working, but they need to be able to get this nest in order for it. They do. So really good play right there. I really like the strategy. Can they contest bottom mid? Straight Six in there. He ends up getting it.
Not quite in time.
And Straight Sick has the shotgun, so that's a pretty big kill right there. Camo's coming up in the next 25 seconds, so it's going to be really crucial for Hypotonic to stay alive, try to get this guy out of nest, and get that camo railgun. He's the most important player on the map right now.
He just left capping.
Ooh.
I think miscommunication. He thought he had a teammate in the hill.
Yeah, he thought he did. He was responding to a call out, and he also had some miscommunication coming out. But that means that these guys from the California Love side are going to end up getting camo. And no, it looks like someone else is going to get camo.
Yeah, I think
whoever is T-A-Y-Y is going to end up picking up the camo. That's Cyber. So
with
Cyber
the shotgun,
camo
shotgun. Super powerful.
Only 1 bullet left. That's the railgun guy, though. He picks up the camo. There's the camo railgun.
Predator combo.
Yep,
shout out to Sims.
There it is right there. So he's got the Predator combo, and he's looking around. Doesn't see anyone at Prius, but he ends up taking bottom middle anyway. So this is really big right now. They have nest, camo, railgun, and they have bottom mid control. So this guy isn't going to be seen on the radar, but he ends up getting hit by a nade. No, don't do that. Bad play. That was a bad play. Yeah. He had his railgun. He should have just finished that guy off.
He still didn't know he was there. He could have just jumped up, assassinated him, railgun, anything.
He panicked. He saw the nade. He thought that guy was going to hit him with the nade and then look for him, and he ended up panicking right there. Commonly not panicking, staying calm, staying cool, collected. They end up capping bottom mid, and now he's going to make his way towards nest, but there is someone that blue ramp's going to pick him off.
Hypotonic again over here, consistently pushing bottom mid. And now looking up to stop the cap on the nest. That would be a triple cap if they got it. But they do get the reset.
What's interesting is I haven't seen much of anyone going S4. As you can see, Prototype has the railgun right there and is trying to get away with that on the U-turn area. I think he's going to crouch and get his shields. No, he ends up getting taken down. But we're seeing heavy influence and heavy strategy on this bottom mid hill. Hypotonic going for it with the railgun.
Stay alive right here. Oh, great shot on Straight Sick, and that's going to allow them to cap that. What a huge shot that was.
That was a huge shot, and that was an extremely fast railgun kill. So what I would really like to see here is I wouldn't be contesting yard at all. I would be getting S4 right now. There's no reason whoever that was, I think that was Cyber, to go over towards that area and try to contest that yard. Leave yard. You have bottom mid. You have nest. There's no reason to give that up right now.
Yeah, and one thing I noticed, it did look like they were, I don't know, it seems counterintuitive to me, but they had the bottom mid. Okay, we did hear from Darth X Spartan, so he is going to be the one receiving those A40s. But as I was saying, for the Composure team, they had bottom mid, they had nest, and they chose to really defend the dip, which seems interesting. Like,
Well, that's what I was saying.
I don't know. I don't like
someone
controlling
needs to
dip
go
at that point.
S4. There's no, whoever ended up charging into the yard right there, they could have went top yellow. They could have went towards the dip. They could have covered the poster side of the map. And look at this by Commonly. He has 3 people in front of him right now. He's contesting bottom mid.
They can't find him. They
have no idea that he's there. They have no idea that he's there. He has camo the entire time. Is that going to be a triple kill right there?
That's a triple kill.
He kills up all 3
Can
of
he
those
find
people.
the overkill with the
There's
nade?
the overkill bottom mid. Nope, straight sick. Ends up taking that kill right there. But huge play from Commonly.
So
that's going to
sneaky
secure
with
the
that.
win right there. And that's solely based off that huge mistake, whoever that was, charging yard and contesting yard when there's 2 people right there. Against a team like this, you don't have to triple cap unless it's completely necessary. They had good setup. They could have fallen back. They could have controlled nest. They could have controlled bottom mid, and they didn't, and that's why they lost the game. They didn't get outslayed by much. It looks
Not
like
by much, yeah. Fairly even.
It looks like maybe outslayed by 3, and that's about it. So yeah, I mean, a very even game when it comes to kills, but the score was 100 to 41.
Yeah,
that's just poor
different
strategy execution.
Yeah.
Now the series tied up 4-4.
Yeah, absolutely.
Or 3-3. Sorry.
Yeah, 3-3, and completely anyone's match now. And the one big thing, like you were talking about, the difference between like controlling dip after you have bottom mid and nest and controlling S4 is that when you're S4, you can help someone that's coming by posters. If you're a dip and someone comes posters, what are you going to do? Nothing. You can't do anything with dip, really.
It's solely just positioning mistakes coming out of the side of Composure here. I don't think that, they're going to look too much into that game. I think that for them, that was probably still a warm-up game. I know they came out hot. I know they still did, but you still do have to warm up that communication. It's very easy just to brush that game off and say, hey, guys, let's focus on this next map here. I believe it's Coliseum Slayer that you previously mentioned. All tied up 3-3.
So
now it's pretty much a fresh
keep
series.
That rocket and the sniper out of the hands of, Straight Sick and Prototype and everything.
And if they were paying attention, they would have realized that Commonly did charge up the rockets and goes right for the rockets, so someone's going to have to contest him. So if that ends up being the strategy again, they're going to need to be ready for that.
It's interesting. They are loading the game up right now, so we'll be jumping into that here in about the next 30 seconds to 45 seconds, hopefully. Yeah, series all tied up. I don't know. What do you think what's your prediction for the rest of the series?
Well, now that's all tied up 3-3. I'm still going to have to say I think it's going to go to the final game. I really do.
So game 11.
Game 11, it's going to be, I think it's going to go.
So if it matters,
6-5, but I do think California Love's going to take this one.
If it matters, game 11 is, what was it, Slayer on the rig?
I'm not sure. We'll have to get the official.
I forget. It is a Slayer. I know that. I can't remember if I think it was Rig was game 11.
I can't remember if they played that in the previous series, but
they did play Rig in this series, so that's not it. Rig. I forget what it is. It's Slayer though.
Or Truth, yeah, it's probably on Truth.
All right, so we do have the ability to spectate now, so we are going to be hopping into that right now. Let us know what you guys think, guys. Who is going to win? What's the series score going to be?
Oh, wow, some really intense call-outs coming out already, even though we're just starting the game. I can hear it. We're a little delayed. We're about 30 seconds behind because we're in spectator mode. But I hear some really, really strong call-outs coming out of the side of California Love right now. The intensity definitely building here at the Esports Arena. Yes, it's best of 11 series is tied up 3-3 right now, and we're going to hop on board. Let's hop on board with Commonly.
There he is. So it didn't go. He went rocket side, but did not go
ends
to
up
the
going
rockets.
Bottom middle, which is interesting.
Yeah, gonna be in a 1v1 over here against Gunplex.
Ooh,
Gunplex wins that, but does get taken out. No, he doesn't get taken out. I thought so that's 4 down now for California Love. Hypotonic does have the sniper, and it looks like I think Gunplex was able to make it up towards the rockets. No, one of the players did.
I really like that play from Gunplex right there.
Cyber has
position.
the rockets.
He's probably going to die sometime soon, but if his teammates can get over towards him, he should be able to help. This is a little bit of a passive play there. Surprised that Rocket didn't get a kill right there. But Cyber should be asking for help right here for someone to try to push up right here because he's in really bad position to be by himself.
You can't lose these rockets in the enemy presence. So, not some great rockets. He's just going to stay alive here. Yep. Wait for a teammate. Wait to reload his rockets. before pushing out against
I would
Commonly.
definitely bail at this point. You know, you already missed 2 rockets. You haven't gotten really any kills with him. He seems to be struggling with his map movement and jumps right now. So maybe nerves setting in for Cyber right now. You know, he was the person to get 0 kills in that Truth Flag game. So obviously, you know, could be having a little bit of jitters at this point because it's the finals. But a really nice grenade right there is going to be able to push
Keeping
back.
Keeping a teammate weak and Hypotonic able to go in there, pick up the kill on that.
I like that
and
he's
the
not
double
dying.
kill.
I like that he's not dying.
Yeah, I mean, maybe your movement, maybe your shot's not quite great. What you can do is continue to just weaken people, stay alive.
Yeah, as long as you're
warm
calling out those guys that you're seeing, staying alive, that's all fine. You're not really giving that other team much. So, you know, not the best plays that Cyber's ever had, but definitely not the worst plays at all either. So nice little double right there, and it looks like we have a little bit of a freeze here. I wonder if that was.
I think we were just catching up to him and stuff. We had to buffer or something.
All right,
I don't know.
So it looks
Rocket
like
coming in 5 seconds. So.
California Love's going to be setting up for these rockets. It looks like it's Frosty that's going to be crouching up here towards the top rockets. They're down 2 right now. And he sees another player right there. I would not have thrown that nade right there.
I thought that splitter grenade might have got him. So they almost both had a great play. But it is Frosty the Truth coming out. That is 3 down. So we just went from it was 11-7 at one point. Now 13-11, 14. So that is a 7-0 run, I believe.
Yeah. And, you know, if Cyber could have did something with those rockets, that would have been huge. Obviously, you know, Frosty pushing in, getting kills with those rockets, and he's going to know exactly what to do with them. And you see how he's just going to be a lot more aggressive. And he has a teammate right in front of him.
Yeah, he's likely going to try and get a little bit higher ground, too, make those rockets more effective.
He ends up missing his jump, so instead of getting the higher ground like he should have, he ends up whiffing on a rocket right there, getting taken down to no shields, and ends up trading right there. So if he did have the high ground, probably could have picked up a double right there. So a little bit of a misplay coming out of Frosty, but they're still ahead by 5 right now, only by 4 now. So let's see what's going on with Cyber as he makes his way towards the sniper.
It looks like
pretty big right now.
is going to be pushing up to try and grab that sniper as he runs away. Cyber's going to try and give some cover.
Only 3 kill lead.
Maybe call out someone bottom mid.
Pretty big by Composure right now, the fact that they're over on snipe side, but Prototype with a scatter shot is going to do some serious work. Let's hop on board with him. He gets taken out, though.
I don't know how.
So everyone dying back and forth here. 4 kill lead, though, for California Love when it's all said and done. Make that a 5 kill lead. So commonly going to look for the spawns. It looks like they spawn back blue snipe, and Frosty going to charge.
I don't know what happened to the power weapon, so.
Yeah, we'll find out soon. But Frosty in the same spot that he was before, chucking the nade. No reason to crouch now that you threw the nade. Renegade knows exactly where you are. 2 players down right now on the side of California Love, so it's a 2-on-2 fight. Frosty with a nice kill right there. Had the height advantage, so he should have won that. Ends up getting sniped by Gunflex.
Still has the sniper.
So this is pretty big right now. 4 kills down with 2 bullets left in your sniper, and he ends up playing aggressive. So I don't know if I really like this play, but the fact that you do only have 2 bullets kind of makes up for it.
It allows you to be aggressive. You go for a couple big shots or anything.
Yeah, he ends up getting taken down.
If you lose it in a bad position, it's only 2. It's not the worst thing in the world.
It is, but
they can't lose momentum in the game.
He didn't get any good angles right there. He was just running back and forth, responding to calls. So that's sometimes where you got to just play a little bit selfish and say, hey, I'm going to sit back. I'm just going to pick off people with the snipe. Meanwhile, Frosty the Truth ends up getting the rockets and picks off another player. So it's an 8-kill lead that is building right now. They need to stop the bleeding. They need to pick up a couple of kills and get control in order to come back here. So down 10, still definitely something that you could come back from, especially on Coliseum, but Prototype right now trying to take out the rocket guy. Renegade huge right there with the rockets. That was a really big kill right there. If he would have died with rockets right there, it would have almost been
had to use both of them, but did stay alive, got a kill. That's always effective.
Yeah, you just can't afford to trade kills at this point, you know, no matter what. So these guys are really pulling away. You can really hear the intensity behind us.
So, you know, starting off strong, they had the lead. They had about 5 kill lead, and now just completely getting basically owned at this point, down 13.
Yeah, down 13, it's kind of hard to come back for when you're all trapped at your base right now. I would say it's definitely feasible if they had control of the weapons, but such a good team at collapsing. As you can see, Prototype distracting underneath the base. He's going to try to escape. It's going to be so hard with the radar, but he throws a nice splinter grenade, picking up the double kill uncommonly. Is that what they need to come back?
Can he get the triple here against Frosty? Ooh. No, he does get double teamed by Straight Sick with the SMG as well.
So 27-42, 28-42 now, 14 kill lead. 50, make that a 15 kill lead.
I thought that scatter shot probably should have killed.
Yeah,
but,
definitely. Scatter
you never know a scatter shot.
They should call that the sketchy shot because you never know what it's going to do.
Exactly.
But yeah, I mean, this one getting a little bit out of hand now. The pro players are really turning it up right now. Straight Sick picking up a double kill, looking for the triple kill. He's not going to get it, but he does end up finishing off the kill anyway. So this one getting out of hand pretty quickly here, and it looks like it is going to be a 4-3 lead in the favor of California Love, unless something miraculous ends up happening right here. Straight Sick making his way towards the sniper rifle side of the map. Doesn't even elect to go for the sniper rifle right now. Instead, he's just going to throw these nades and hold these guys off the snipe ramp and let his teammate pick up the sniper rifle, because really, there's really no need for the power weapons at this point when you know they're all trapped at red. You can just bait the weapons as he is right now.
It did look like Renegade did grab that rocket and get away, but a little too late.
Yeah, exactly. He has the battle rifle right here. He knows that you can pretty much charge to win. They were all trapped at red. No reason to make
the SMG.
Yep.
Finishes off. I guess a little bit of saving face. They did not get staked. We're able to salvage it a small amount. But 18 kills from Straight Sick, just 6 deaths, so plus 12 out of him. But 16 assists from Commonly.
Yeah, that's a lot of assists coming out
everybody.
That's a lot of assists coming out of Commonly. It's just
yeah, great teamwork in general, though.
For me, I always look at one of the crucial turning points of the game. And when you're an amateur team, a team of amateur players going against a team of pro players, there's really not that big of a skill difference individually from what we're seeing. We've already seen these guys take them out in the first series. They won the first series 3-2.
They did.
It was very, very close the entire time. All you're seeing is some sort of situational mistakes. On this side, I believe Cyber not really doing much with the rockets when he had the opportunity. They had the weapons. You have to capitalize on a team like this right from the get-go. Use the weapons, use them the right way, and then you'll have a much better chance in the long run. Yeah,
not just the first weapons. You really have to be in the right positions to get the later weapons, too, because the second you allowed, like Straight Sick had the sniper for a little while doing some big things, and everything. When you allow them to get any of those weapons, you're going to have a bad time.
And when you see, I think we have CTF Fathom that's coming up next, you'll see that people use the power weapons to get the next round of power weapons. I mean, it only takes a couple minutes for the next camo, the next railgun to end up coming up in CTF Fathom. You'll see a lot of times these people still have a little bit of railgun left as their camo's wearing out, and then the next camo's coming up in 30 seconds. And what do you do against someone that has camo railgun the entire game? So that's going to be so crucial in this next game, CTF Fathom. If these guys want to stay in it, they're going to need to get this camo or burn the camo. They're going to need to nade the railgun off, or they're going to need to pick it up if they want to stay.
If they lose this game, they will be in a match point situation where they're going to have to win 3 straight, which extremely difficult. So I think a very important win here. Although I don't know about you, but I feel like Fathom CTF is one of the game types that I feel like pros are significantly stronger at than amateurs. I don't know exactly what it is about the game type that pros have figured out so much more.
I think pro players are just really strong at CTF in general. They've been playing it for a really long time. I think a lot of the amateur players excel and succeed in Strongholds and in Slayer, mainly because Strongholds is sort of like a Call of Duty game type that maybe some of the old school Halo players aren't used to, and it takes a little bit of getting adapted to, but Flag's always been there for them. And then Slayer, obviously, because Slayer has kind of been a little bit more random than Objectives, and you can really snowball that Slayer if you are playing well.
And then the other thing, I think, especially on Fathom, is that I feel like one of the big misconceptions, or not misconceptions, but things that amateur players don't do is once you get top mid control, which is extremely important and crucial in this game type, they just sit there and they hold it. You can't do that. Once you get top mid control and your teammate starts to run the flag, you want them to be spawning in that SMG area of the flag, and you're the one that has to push off and help them there.
Right.
If they're spawning in that area.
Well, here's the thing is the best thing to do is to trap them at their silo and then to come back and watch the BR. So if you can stay top center and have someone still fall back, that would be nice. But we can see a trade of kills right here. It's 3-on-3 right in the beginning of this game.
Let's see what happened to the camo.
Hypotonic ends up getting taken out. Renegade gets a kill here, so really curious. Let's stay on board with the guys that are going for Railgun here, because that fight for the Railgun is going to be absolutely huge. See Frosty making his way towards the base. Prototype does have the camo.
Cyber did pick up the rail.
That's huge.
Can
picking up the rail right
Cyber
there.
pick up this kill? No, he did not see Prototype.
Okay, so Prototype's going to pick up this double kill, probably make his way towards the Railgun, picks up the Railgun, and this is exactly what we were talking about that you don't want to have happen right in the beginning. Having a guy with camo Railgun on the team, full of pro players. This time it's Prototype. Let's see what he can do. Hopefully he doesn't fall off the map like he has before. All right, he doesn't. So he makes the jump, and he's going to make his way towards Red Treehouse right there. He's going to look in the window. He didn't realize his camo was running out. That's huge right there. Doesn't charge up the railgun. That's a big play right there. Renegade taking out the railgun guy, and he's going to make his way towards top center. Let's see if they can use this momentum. That's the first big mistake that we've seen coming out of California Love in a really long time. We saw a lot of mistakes from them in the previous series. We didn't see much mistakes. That was the first mistake that I've seen. So Cyber picking up the double right there. Renegades ends up losing the railgun as well. And we're going to see a flagpole coming out here from Gunplex. Gunplex gets a kill and is running the flag at the same time. So let's see if he can
have it back to his
really
Porsche.
Nice run so far.
But we do have a flagpole on the other hand from California Love. So we do have a flag standoff. Frosty Troop going to take some damage right there. Be weak in the sub area.
So what's interesting about this is...
And he's coming back to fight this.
Yeah, I don't know about that. Straysik does have railgun right now, which does give, in my opinion, California Love a little bit more of an advantage. But Camo's coming up soon. Yeah, new railgun's coming up soon. Are they going to use the railgun to get the new railgun?
Yeah, well, and also, if this camo isn't burned, whoever does get it is going to have it such an easy time getting in there and taking out the flag guy and potentially getting that return.
For sure, definitely. So Straysik picking up the railgun again.
So look at the camo. We do have Frosty.
Okay, Frosty gets the camo. Let's stay on board with
uncontested.
Frosty. Uncontested. Let's see what he does. They probably had the time on that. That wouldn't surprise me. Since Prototype.
I mean, both players should have had it.
Right, but Prototype ended up picking it up. So for sure, they got the exact timing on that.
Yeah, he is looking to sneak
Frosty
back
ends
here.
up picking up the battle rifle, which is he going to end up using it? I don't know. It looks like they had intel that he was on the flag and is going to rotate the flag that way, but they should be able to get the return on this. Okay, he's going to set it on. There it is, right there.
And cap number 1 on the board.
And you were exactly right, Wade. Whoever got that camo ended up getting the return. It's going to be really hard for this team of Composure to try to take on these guys if they don't control the camo, if they don't control
another flag out. There's still 3 dead. All 4 dead.
And that for sure is going to be a cap right there.
They're not spawning at the exact same time.
He ran into the wall, so he missed it a little bit. He's probably going to toss it into Hammy.
Oh, does get taken on the knees. It looks like Hypotonic got across very quickly.
Definitely. Him running into the wall right there was actually really crucial.
It cost him about
half a second. Yeah, it definitely lost him about a second to half a second. That caused them to get the return right there. I wasn't expecting him to hit the wall.
They should have never had a chance to get that return. All 4 dead. Flag already halfway across the map and about to be moving again. Shouldn't have happened, but it does look like Hypotonic may have an opportunity for a counter cap. It does get taken out by Straysik, though.
I'm curious to see who on the side of Composure is going to end up stepping up right here, because California Love, everybody's kind of stepped up individually. Frosty ended up stepping it up that last series with the shotgun kill to keep them in this tournament, and we're going to have to see who else is going to step it up when it comes to the other side, which is Composure.
Big splinter grenade from Gunplex. And we did see in the first series, it was Hypotonic who was able to step up for Composure and really help, especially in that Game 5.
Definitely in that Game 5, he really went huge. So I'm curious to see if he's going to be able to continue his little slaying spree. As you can see, Composure picking up the railgun, which is going to be pretty big right there. But we do have this camo coming up. I wonder if they have that time, because it was around 45. So one railgun wasted right there. Nobody really making a move towards the camo yet from what I've seen. We could have someone going for it right there. Looks like it's Prototype. Will they be able to clean him up? They do. So commonly being a little bit of a distraction, tossing out the flag. Hypotonic's looking for him. He's going to end up saying, screw this. I'm just going to end up going for the other flag, which is a really smart play. And as you can see, Georgie Porgy making his way towards the red treehouse to try to crouch his way on the railgun guy.
Oh, the camo right there. I did not realize the Gunplex was able to pick up that camo. Let's hop on with him, see if he can stay alive through this and utilize it.
So he has camo storm rifle, pretty deadly combo. I wouldn't doubt if Georgie Porgy was still crouching around this area. He's constantly crouching around. Notorious for crouching, seriously. So he's going to end up using this to get into the enemy base where commonly's been found. Nice job keeping his shields right there. Huge kill.
His overshield, the camo is going to be out. So
perfect shots right there from Gunplex.
Should be able to run this quite well. Actually, the opponent flag.
Oh, nice play from Gunplex right there, getting that toss out. I wish he would have used that thrust. I think he could have got a little bit further with the thrust.
A bit further toss. Great grenades out of Hypotonic again to stop the flag run. We do have who is on top mid? Is that Hypotonic?
Whoever it is, he's baiting the flag pretty hard. Looks like Prototype's one shot right there. Are they going to be able to clean him up?
Yeah, Renegade does. There is another player over there challenging Renegade behind the silo. Hypotonic trying to help, but taking shots from every direction.
And I'm really curious to see what's going to happen in this flag standoff, because last time the camo was huge last time. And Georgie Porgy got that. Is he going to be on this next camo, even though the fact that Composure got the camo time?
Yeah, it's still about another 30 seconds. So we didn't get the time ourselves, but safe to say it is around probably the 40-second mark.
The intensity is really picking up behind us. You can hear the calls going crazy.
The new railgun is up. Nobody in position to try and grab that. Commonly is up there, though. Let's hop over to Commonly and see if he can help secure this camo that should be up any second.
Camo railgun would be very deadly at this point of the game.
Yeah, you can see he is waiting here, knows how important it is. Because just like last time, this camo is going to decide who gets this flag cap. Misses the shot on Cyber. Cyber does at least get the camo. He may burn it. No, he does get away. No, he's still there. He finally gets taken down. So the camo not going to play a factor in this one, in this flag standoff.
Looks like Straight Six still does
Renegade,
have the flag.
the last guy alive for Composure, and does get taken
right
down.
there.
No, Cyber got railgun right before he was able to go in and stop that.
That was huge right there.
And
So
then
there's the
Gunplex
cap.
dying as
Looks
well.
like a double cap coming in. They're running this one really fast. Are they going to be able to continue to run this? Commonly running the flag super fast. There he is on the platform. He's going to toss it into the window.
No, it fell. So it is a bad spot for it to be stuck.
No, you can still grab that.
Can you just go in?
Yeah, if you go and crouch on it, there it is right there. And there's the double cap. And
yeah, so
that 5-3 now. 5-3 in favor of California Love.
Composure is going to have to win 3 games in a row to bring this series. Let's take a look at the stats. Looks like 15 kills for Prototype, just 5 for Frosty the Truth, but it does not matter when your team is winning. So a 3-0, and really the end of that game, like the huge railgun to stop Cyber from getting the kill and keeping that flag alive, and then right after that, Prototype picks up a kill on Gunplex. That's 3 down immediately, and they're already running a new flag.
Yeah, well, the story, just like how all Halo 5 games are, is who can control the power weapons, who can control the power-ups. We haven't seen any control coming out of the side of Composure.
Which is completely opposite from the first series.
Yeah, it's all been California Love. They've definitely kept up the momentum that they had in the previous series. They're coming in hot, and we've seen a couple of mistakes coming from the side of Composure.
Like
Composure. Yeah. Shout out to Jackie. She's been watching the tournament. She showed up here. All right.
Are you going to treat her nice to go out to a dinner and stuff for driving out to this with you?
When am I going to take her out to dinner? It's 12:43.
Well, maybe not tonight, but in general, you're going to take her out to dinner.
All right, so we're kicking this one off right now with the side of California Love. We're hopping on board with Straight Sick, who has...
Gunplex is pinned one shot top mid, but hasn't been taken down yet.
So a trade of kills right there. Looks like Commonly gets the perfect kill on Hypotonic, and Cyber with a nice kill right now.
3 down now. Commonly
Ooh,
does have
that camo
sword.
Was that camo sword? I believe that was camo sword. Let's hop on board with Commonly. Yeah, he does have camo. He does have sword.
And
Let's
he's
see what he can do
tracking down Gunplex. Gunplex knows he's in trouble. He knew that he had the camo sword. Still chose to go in after him, though.
Nothing that you can do right there when Commonly has the sword camo except just try to get a couple assault rifle shots on him, blow him up for the rest of your team. And you saw that he zoomed in with the sword, which also gave him the extra range. And huge kill right there by Renegade. 5-2 now in the favor of Composure.
Yep. And this is what they need. This restart could help them, you know, really try and get off to a great start and assert some map control and some dominance. Get into a good flow. Gunplex here in P2, going to be trying to take down this one-shot top mid. Thought he had it, went for the reload.
Wow, I can't believe he looked away from that guy top center.
Oh, no. Missed with the sword.
Choke. Oh, no.
What? How was that sword and reticule not red?
Well, I don't know, but I definitely think he could have zoomed in. Just really great kill right there from Straight Sick. He got a little bit lucky and got a little unlucky on the other side of Composure, but those are the type of kills that you need to pick up right there, whether you got really unlucky or not. It would have been 10. It would have been 10-6 right now.
And his teammate helped him out over finishing off that one kill or one shot top mid. He would have been staying alive if he got that sword kill. It would have been a really big play. Do have a small hiccup on our
end. We're just gonna let it load really quick. Looks like we're a little ahead, and we need to. At this point, it's best to probably press X, rewind a little bit, and then just go a little bit forward.
Oh, did my Xbox freeze? Oh.
Sorry, guys. We're trying to get this fixed really quick. Hold on 1 second.
All right, so I am going to have to quit my build here.
I think what we should
we're going to fast forward the beginning of that game.
Yeah,
get back to where we were.
We could do that, or we could hop on board live right now with someone's point of view and just
that would actually be fun to watch this last game live. Yeah. We are only going to have a couple of point of views. We're going to be able to watch from Cyber's and from Commonly's point of view. Those are the only capture cards that we have live. Yeah. Production, I don't know. Are you guys ready to be able to do that? All right, so
let's hop on board with Commonly.
We're going to go live with Commonly. All right, so it is 21-21 here in the game.
22-21 now, so it's obviously a very back and forth game. Camo is coming up really soon, so I'm interested to see who's going to pick that one up.
Yeah, it does look like Commonly is pushing out towards that. Trying to just get ping control. Drops down. It should be any second if he's going to be waiting here.
What's interesting is I see Gunplex is being picked up through the Xbox Live mic, which means that the other team is possibly hearing his callouts, which is giving them an advantage. So that is not good. I don't know how that's happening. I don't know if he has something plugged into his controller.
Oh, you know
or
what?
something like
I
that.
do know Gunplex. He prefers to play with the chat adapter in there.
Yeah.
I don't know why he has it plugged in.
He needs to realize that the other team can hear his callouts right now, and that is a huge advantage right now for the side of California Love.
Is that like proximity? They can hear it?
I
Like
mean,
back
they
in Halo 2 days?
I don't know what that is, but I'm pretty sure they're picking up everything.
No,
that he's-
okay, this is Composure side.
Oh, that's Composure
yeah,
side?
this is
Okay.
commonly right here.
Okay.
No, they couldn't hear, guys.
All
Just to confirm that they, California Love cannot hear Gunplex.
Okay, I was gonna say that would have been
Yeah.
that would have been awful if you're listening.
You
to
guys
him.
weren't able to see it there, but Cyber did pick up a big kill. It is Cyber, sorry, not Gunplex.
Oh, okay.
On the POV there. You guys are watching commonly. We'll go ahead and commentate that unless we see something huge over that Cyber's
Okay,
doing.
so they can't hear him. That's my bad. I thought that was a huge choke right there. on
Really
the
great
side of
shots from
Gunplex.
commonly there. Can he pick up the kill on Cyber? He does. Gonna back out, pick up the SMG, and not engage on that player at pink. Car, sorry. Excuse me.
Yeah, it's getting late. It's okay. So really good shots there with the battle rifle, but I don't know if he's going to be able to stay alive from this
Yeah,
one because
did
that
take
was
the
a
green
great
gun.
noob combo.
Is staying alive. Takes a little bit of damage from the nades. Still one shot. Actually, he's completely absolute.
Yep,
But,
34 to
does
32.
get everything back. Still a very even game. Just one kill separating him. Gunplex going to have to try and stay alive here.
Ooh, he lifts right back up at the perfect time. Really nice timing from Gunplex. Also, does he hit him with the grenade? Wow. Good play out of whoever is top car right now. I believe that is Gunplex, and commonly
Yeah,
call
very
off a little
interesting
guard here.
1v1 that they're at.
Wow.
Gunplex does win it.
Gunplex, that was a huge play.
Gunplex did get taken out by Frosty's Truth, though, so a big trade.
Very close game here,
The new
37 to
camo
35.
should be any second. I didn't actually catch the time in the last one. I forgot to actually look at
It's
it.
definitely really close right now. So it looks like commonly laying down shots across the map from top pink. Switches over to
Cyber
his storm
is in
rifle.
pink too. Who's going to win this battle? Missing some shots from Commonly. Commonly choked
That
a little
was
bit
a
right there.
huge
Cyber
choke
able
when it
to
came
get
to
the
the
kill.
melee. That
And
was
Cyber maintains control of top mid, and they take a one kill lead. Or never mind. California List still does have
Yeah,
a
they did have a
lead.
1 kill lead, but that was a huge kill right there. If Commonly could have picked up that trade. Oh man, now it's 39-39
More
flying
shots out
in
of-
there.
good
I don't
shots out of
agree
Cyber,
with
yeah.
that aggressive play right there. They get the 2 kill lead, but when you fly in too fast, sometimes you don't focus on your shots right there. Once you're caught sprinting, it's almost like you got your pants down in a bad dream.
So swarming on Gunplex here in bottom base. Going to be pushing out. No, camo is not up for another minute, so Straight Six sitting at pink 1, not the best place to influence the map, but he's going to be pushing out with Commonly, it looks like.
So Commonly really likes to hide in this spot right here, pink side, and he's going to get shots on this guy, pink 2, and I really like this play. I like that he finally decided that he's going to slow this game down a little bit because they can't afford to have any more deaths, and obviously it paid really,
Yeah,
paid
now
off really well.
a 4-kill lead here going into the final seconds of this game. They can't die anymore. Composure, that is. 5 kills now. They really 6. All right, so that looks like right there. They just went on a 4-kill spree. Changed the
There it is. That's
entirety
it
of the
right
game.
there.
And another couple games in a row. They go 4 straight games to take this tournament. Congratulations to California Love.
Yep.
You guys are seeing them celebrate. They're hyped up. You can see Georgie over there in the white active shirt. Super excited. He's pumped up. You know, these guys are competitive players. They do not like to lose. So
Yeah,
losing
no
that
doubt
first
about it.
series was, you know, obviously a little bit demoralizing.
Yeah. No,
They
I
were
mean, they're
upset.
very fortunate that that's double elimination here. And
Yeah,
they
it's
came
not,
back.
it's not like HCS or the World Championships where it's single elimination there. You always have the chance to come back
Right,
to the loser
so
bracket.
they did come back. They had a very strong performance there. They won 4 games in a row just like they had to, you know, and didn't drop a game the entire time in that last part. So after losing 3-2 to Composure, they end up coming back and putting on a pretty strong performance.
Yeah, they're